Hey guys, welcome back. We are back at CalSpeed. As per usual, today is Sprint Series Round 4. We just did the clinic, feeling much better after the clinic today. We're in the 59s, which is pretty competitive. Track record for Classico, which is the layout today, is a 57. We're in the 59s, so 2 seconds off the record is not super bad. We have to see how we can compete. We were pretty competitive in 2 out of the 3 clinic sessions, but we're still looking for some time in a couple of places, particularly the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Let's go take a look at this heat. Here we are on the grid after a fantastic qualifying. We find ourselves starting 4th for the heat. Flag flies. We can see Dennis Shakovsky on the left there. We get away okay. And we're starting to feel pretty good until right about here. Here's where I start to feel that the car will not really turn left. And I get a little bump there. Oh my gosh, as I try to get back on the racing line, it is just not happening. I'm not sure if you can hear over the voiceover, but the tires are squealing like crazy. I quickly realized that every time I try to turn left in this cart, the car goes straight. So I'm really struggling a lot because we are going counterclockwise, and counterclockwise is mostly left. So if you're going mostly left and you have a cart that does not turn left, we are really struggling. And I am. We were about 2 seconds, 1.5, 2 seconds off pace every single lap. So we were going to have a lot of work to do, a lot of defending to try to hold on to this decent position. We've already fallen down into 5th position off of our starting of 4th, and we need to stay in the top 10 in order to maintain our A-main position for the main event. As we come on to lap 2 here, we can see I've already lost almost a full second on the car ahead of me, and that group that I started with is long gone at this point, and I'm going to try to turn left into the carousel. As I do, you're going to see, oh, it just pushes super wide, can't get it down on the apex, and I'm struggling for grip excessively at this point. I'm really stressed out because I was feeling super hot, and now I can feel some pressure from the rear. We can see that the 28 is going for it. He's making a move. Looks like he's going to try to go around the outside. We got Jake Boyd on the outside there, and then Lucas Weisenberg, a good buddy and subscriber, tries to take that spot. We're going to close it out for him there, and he doesn't quite have it. We're going to skip up to lap 3, and there's Jake Boyd again. He's throwing the move on. We're going to have to fight him for this, because I know that if anybody gets ahead of me, there's no getting the position back. I have got to keep them behind. My goal for this whole race is to keep everybody behind me. It should never be your goal, of course, but that is our goal today. We're driving in the mirrors quite a bit. We can feel a lot of contact from the rear. Heather Perrin goes for it. She's going to throw a move, makes a little bit of contact with my right, and we're all set. We are hooked up out of the corner there. Jake is right behind me in the 28. He is desperately looking for a position, and he's going to go for one right here. I'm looking dead ahead, and he's going to stick his nose up. I can't see him at all. He throws a dive bomb on me, pushes me out wide. I was upset about that. I threw my hand out. I was feeling like it wasn't a good move. In reality, I just didn't see him. It was probably a decent move, a move I would have gone for myself. Heather Perrin is the one that is happiest out of that kerfuffle there. She's the one who's behind me now in the 27. If you're a fan of the channel, a regular viewer, you know Heather Perrin is super fast. She's very close to our pace, so we see her a lot, particularly in the sprint series. She's going to go for an awesome move here. She's going to hold it up our inside through the hairpin, and she's going to hold on to it. We can see Lucas there on the outside. He was trying to follow her through. We are not going to let him through here. So this is where I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated. At this point, I've lost 2 positions. And I got Lucas, and I think this was his 3rd event or something, about to pass me, and I start seeing red. Terrible thoughts are going through my head, and I start thinking, okay, well, now we're going to try to keep everybody behind. No matter what, I'm not losing this position, and I really don't want to lose it to Lucas. So I'm going to start driving really badly right about now as we start lap 7. Lucas is right behind me here, and I'm going full Nikita Mazepin mode in my mind. So he's right behind me, and I'm super mad because I feel him. He keeps touching me. I can tell he's looking for that position. He wants that spot. And we're going to come down into the hairpin. And as we do, he's right on my bumper. Got Jake Boyd right on his bumper, and he gives me a little push, pushes me deep through this corner here, and in retaliation, ooh, I hit him side to side. That is a terrible thing to do. I am so sorry for doing that, Lucas. I do not know what came over me. You definitely should have finished this event ahead of me, but anyway, we're here. I got a black stick warning for that because I deserved at least a warning. I was pretty surprised that I didn't get a penalty there, and we're going to end up with Jake Boyd behind us. Hey guys, okay, so heat 1 complete, not that great. My car had a really nasty bind left, and I couldn't
I couldn't get the thing turned in. I was like a 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds slow all session, but I only lost 2 positions. Oh, you saw that defensive driving though, pretty fantastic. Heather and Carl were the only people that got by me, so it was pretty good. We're still in the A main. We're starting 16th. So hopefully we'll have a good race. C main just finished. We've got a friend of the channel here, just killed it with a 4th.
What's up, guys? Man, I'm just stoked.
Stoked on that 4th.
It's my 2nd race, and 4th place is just amazing. I'm so happy.
So great.
I'm really happy that I found you and just like being able to see one of my favorite YouTubers. Everybody, like and subscribe.
Here we are, back on the grid, except this time we are slotted into 16th position. We've got Heather Perrin on our left. We're going to get a great start with that launch control foot, and we're going to slot in right ahead of Heather, and that's going to bring us up into 15th position. Before we even make it to the first corner, we've got Vlad Orlov there with the red sticker on the back of his helmet. We are going to try to stay in on him. He's got the 51 car, which in my opinion has got the best motor at CalSpeed. Ooh, big shuffle here. We're going to make it around not just 1, but actually 2 drivers there. You can see that second driver coming in there. And now we're all the way up into 13th, feeling pretty good. Right now I'm running in the highest position that I would have ever finished in the A main. We've got a lot of commotion going on. And he's going to try to make it in this green 57, but he doesn't quite have it. And we're going to hold on to our 13th position, or at least for a little while longer. Like I said, this is the highest position that I have been running at a finish for an A main before in the sprint series, but we've actually been as high as 3rd, but the kart exploded. So now I am feeling happy. I really, really want to hold on to this and maybe move a little bit further forward. As we come on to lap 2, we're going to turn that camera around, and I don't want to be seeing this. This is Michael Martin in the 38. Michael Martin, who is a CalSpeed race winner, even this season. I think it was first round, maybe round 2. Michael Martin wins, dominant drive, and now he's right behind me, sniffing for a position. He's looking to try to make his way up through the pack, and I am trying to prevent that. Just like in the last race, we're trying to do a little bit of defense here. He throws a move. We're going to be side by side as we come into a bypass. He's going to be on my outside. He's going to have to drop out. I think he clips the wall there just a little bit. We're going to be on the low side as we come through bypass, and we're just going to inch him out here. We're going to take a look ahead. Oh, there's a lot of commotion, and we get ahead of Vlad Orlov. He has to take some brake, and he has to back out of this move here. Now we're back up behind the 23, driven by Carl Zhu, if I'm not mistaken. As we try to make it around the carousel, I can still feel pressure from the rear. I know that there is consequence coming. I know that there are people looking for my position. And the person who is right behind me is Michael Martin. He's right there in that 38. He looked for a move here last time. He couldn't make it happen. He's going to go for one. He can't do it this time because Vlad Orlov throws an incredible send up the inside of the hairpin, totally hooks it up, and drives right up the hill ahead of me. I'm looking like I want to maybe try to get ahead of him in turn 4, and it's just not going to happen. So we're going to have to open this back up and try to tuck back into turn 4 nicely. We make a little bit of contact going into his rear, totally unintentional. Just a racing incident there. And then, Michael Martin's on my inside, and then on my outside for the final corner of the bypass complex. He's right there. We get a little push from Heather Perrin. We needed that push. It's going to stick us right up ahead of Michael Martin one more time. Now Heather and I have got a Michael Martin sandwich here. He is pissed. He's tired of being behind me, I'm sure, and he's looking for his way around. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to go for the move here at the end of this straight. I can tell in the helmet he's been looking for a move there every lap so far. We're going to grab a free position here, and that's going to put us up into 12th, but not for long because Michael Martin goes for an incredible move around the outside of the hairpin, and he hooks it up. He holds it there. We're going to make it difficult for him. We're going to fight him the whole way around, and then we're going to chase him up the hill. I've got a little bit of a run. I'm thinking maybe I can get him into turn 4, get that position back, and we can fight it out a little bit more. And I'm going to look for that move. He leaves the space for me. Great driving by Michael Martin. He stays ahead, and we can't hold on to it. Heather Perrin's on the outside as we come into bypass. Not a lot to do. I've got to let Michael go up ahead, and Jack McNeil's right behind her. I've got a lot of pressure from some very fast drivers behind. As we cross onto lap 5, we can see that there is a little bit of a gap ahead and almost no gap behind as we come into carousel. At this point, we are halfway through this race, and we're currently running in 12th position, so I'm still feeling confident. I'm still feeling pretty happy about that. We're going to turn the camera around. We can see Heather Perrin in the 21. She is positioning herself to try to make a move into the hairpin. I'm going to be a little bit defensive here. I'm just really going to try to park it on the line, but doesn't work. Heather Perrin's going to sneak her way through. I'm right here behind her, though. We're not too far behind, and unlike in the heat race, we actually have a pretty competitive car, so I'm thinking I might be able to get back around Heather, but I still have Jack McNeil right behind me, and Jack McNeil is also super quick. So we're coming in, I'm right on her bumper. You can see there's almost no space between the two of us, and I'm going to try to follow her really, really closely through bypass. If you can follow really close through bypass with no contact, you can usually get a run down the straight if your car has the motor for it. And we do have the speed for a run, but I'm actually going to give Heather a push. I was a little bit too defensive with her in that heat, and I feel bad about it. So we're going to come into the S's here and then back into the carousel. We're going to skip to lap 7. And as we come up the hill, this time we have a pretty solid run on Heather, and I am looking for a move. We're going to throw it on her into turn 4. She leaves us the room. We're going to hook right through. She tries to do a little bit of a switchback, but she's on the outside for bypass, not the spot for it. And she's going to have to slot in behind us. And that puts us back up in 12th position as we go on from lap 7 to lap 8. We are going to skip ahead again, a little bit further up in lap 8, back to the straight before the hairpin. We can see Heather is looking for that same move into the hairpin. I wasn't super strong in round 4 through the hairpin, and we can see Jack McNeil bullying Heather through a little bit there. Side-to-side contact between the two of those. Luckily, they both fall off of me, and I've got a little bit of room to breathe for a little while. We're going to look back up ahead and skip ahead one more lap to exactly the same spot. We can see, oh, they're going for the move. We got Heather Perrin right behind. She's going to throw it up the inside into bypass. This time, she's going to hook it up. We're going to try to drive around, though. We are not going to give this position up. We're going to fight it the whole way. But the consequence of that is Jack McNeil just soars on by as we get the white flag. It's the last lap of the race. We're a little less than a second away from Heather, and we are focused. We're looking dead ahead. We're trying to make sure we lock eyes with those apexes. We're coming through carousel, and we're still a little bit too far off. I'm not going to be within range to make a move into the hairpin, but it looks like Heather might try, and that is going to drop them back to me. A little bit of side-to-side contact on the entrance there into the fast left-hand sweeper. And then, ooh, Heather goes for the move on Jack into the hairpin. We're right there with them. I know that Jack is going to be looking for it. I've got a pretty decent run on the pair, and it looks like Jack has got a decent run on Heather. He's going to go for a move. I'm going to see if I can just follow him right through. We make a little bit of contact. I push him wide. I give him room to come back. Oh, no, Albert Yeh. Oh, my gosh. We get turned around the front of Albert Yeh as we try to give Jack McNeil room to re-enter the track, and we fall all the way from 13th, 14th to 24th. Lose 10 positions in 5 seconds. This was one of the most disappointed days I've had at CalSpeed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe so that we can come back and be a little bit stronger next round.